The myth here is that sharks are actually afraid of their own image.
It's totally absurd.
Yeah, I kind of have some reservations about this. You know, it's how are we going to do that?
Oh.
You know, going to chase a shark around with a mirror? They can swim faster than I can.
You should have some reservations about this, because the plan that I've hatched in my mind involves you hand feeding some sharks underwater, and then at the very last minute, you'll surprise them, either with a picture of themselves or with a mirror.
This unusual myth came direct from the MythBusters fan website. The guys are duty-bound to put it to the test. So Jamie will dive to the ocean floor and try to frighten away sharks by showing them their own reflection.
Hey, what is that? What is that? Is that a cameraman?
As silly as this myth sounds, it's worthwhile remembering that Jamie will be putting his limbs on the line. So he's going to make sure they're well protected in a pair of steel pants. But according to shark diving expert Stuart Cove, the chainmail can be a double-edged sword.
The problem with these suits, too, it's like a catch-22. You're wearing them to protect yourself, but it also attracts the sharks to bite you, because it creates a little bit of a magnetic field, and they pick up on that sense with their ampullae lorenzini, and they'll come in and they'll actually zoom in on the chainmail, just grab you and shake.
Not so funny, Jamie. Claudia here watched her husband get badly injured when a shark's teeth got caught in his chainmail.
The shark kind of panicked and didn't know what else to do to get unstuck, so he started thrashing around and around, and he just ripped the arm and just twisted it, and it broke in 6 places.
While Jamie gets ready, let's examine this myth. If sharks are afraid of their own image, logic would suggest they must be scared of other sharks. That is, sharks that look just like them. But the casual observer will note that these reef sharks all seem very relaxed in each other's company. And don't forget the famous feeding frenzy. Could it be that the sharks are just so hungry they're willing to overlook their phobia in order to get a square meal? This myth is having trouble standing up to scrutiny. In fact, it doesn't even lie down to scrutiny. Nevertheless, our bold MythBuster's ready to go. Does he have an exit strategy should things get out of hand down below?
Basically, if there's any particular problem, I'm just going to get out of there.
We are going to be able to communicate, because I'm going to wear an auger mask as well.
Yeah, but if there's something going on, it's
Just bail.
I'm just going to bail and not hold my breath.
Is a shark frightened of its own reflection? Jamie's about to put this marine myth to the test by throwing himself in the midst of some reef sharks and trying to scare them off with a mirror. He and a box of bait goes straight to the bottom.
Testing, Jamie, can you hear me? Over.
It's kind of busy. We got your 5x5 out here.
What does that mean?
As the sharks approach, he confronts them with their own reflection. Amazingly, the first couple of sharks do veer away.
Send them off with this mirror. Over.
But was it because they saw their own image? Or was it because the mirror was in their way?
They're attacking the mirror.
They're attacking the mirror? Over?
Right to that. They think they like go for it.
Suddenly, he's surrounded by sharks, which all seem completely undaunted by the presence of other identical sharks. In the end, Jamie's using the mirror as a shield.
They just keep on bumping, like, boom, right into the mirror. It's like bumping into something, they go, oh, that's something I can't move past. Never mind, then they move away.
It seems a ludicrous experiment, especially when, here in the Caribbean, reef sharks are responsible for more attacks than any other species.
Being surrounded. It's like he's in a tiny little pit with a whole bunch of sharks. They're just rubbing all over up and down him.
He's lost the mirror.
He left.
The mirror test hasn't worked, but you know the MythBusters, Plan B isn't far away.
Ta-da! We'll see if he's afraid of that. We're lucky in that this is the exact kind of shark we're working with, the Caribbean reef shark downstairs, down below us. And this doesn't give us anything. I think we've pretty much busted it, which I think really we will.
Jamie's left to fend for himself on the seabed, while Stuart returns to the boat to fetch the very fetching portrait.
Oh, they got the mirror up. Do you have the picture in your hands? Over.
Yes, I do have the picture in my hands, and the steward's fixing to liven things up down here a little bit with stirring up the bait box, it looks like.
Like they need to liven things up.
Jamie holds up the photo.
I don't really think these guys are responding to this picture of these sharks. They're all swimming like within inches of each other. Why would they be frightened of a picture of a shark? I wish I had something on my head, you know, that was
The
like
fish are unfazed.
clearly not responding at all. They're kind of curious as to what's going on and looking for food. And
Let's face it, this myth has more holes than Jamie's chain man.
Sharks frightened of their own image. Plausible, confirmed, or busted?
as far as sharks being afraid of their own image, it's absolutely busted. Over.
Roger that, over.
Just bait box a little further.
It was actually really kind of like mellow. I just wanted to kind of hug them. You know, they're like, they're all cruising around. They kind of come in, they bump off you, they go this way or that way. Also, though, if you do start to feel like you're just one of the guys, I think that's time to get out of the water.